Hello friends. Now let us take up the concept number 10, 2a.10, declaring output variables. Already in one of the programs that is writing three variables using printf. In that concept I have written a program for retrieving the values uh, from three variables and writing them as output. In that program, you recollect it and item, numbers and rate. Only three variables I have written. Now, for understanding this concept and all that, this programs helps you a lot. Mainly, what we focus there, how to retrieve values from the variables and displaying on the monitor screen. Now, let us come to a simple real life application. In our daily life, in daily routine, we purchase several things. Then the shopkeeper normally issues a bill. If you take that bill, that what we call cash bill, there are four items. Four columns are there, like item, numbers and rate. Rate and one more is there. What is that one more? That is amount. So, if we have to write a cash bill, then you must require four data items. And they should be item, numbers, rate and amount. For example, pens. Here pens, numbers, rate, amount. In this manner, you receive a cash bill. So, if we analyze that, how can we write a cash bill? Then one more item is missing. One more data item is missing. What is that data item? Amount is missing. So, if we are able to write amount, we can write a program for printing cash bill. It is closer to our real life. So, this is the way. Already many times I told you. First, element wise we have to understand things. Element wise we have to understand the concept and we perform the applications on that. Then our knowledge is transformed into skill. Okay, first we have to learn each and every element in the subject. It is like a tool in the toolkit. After that, we come to the real life applications. This is a small real life application, cash bill. Now we have to write a program to print a cash bill and all that. So, four data items you have to declare. Actually, if you compare the three data items with this fourth one, it is different. How it is different? You may get it out. Actually, if you want to purchase from a shop, actually the shopkeeper after purchasing issues a bill. Out of that, three items he enters. Item name he enters, and number of articles he enters, a rate of the article also he enters. And as far as amount is concerned, he does not enter. The calculator, the computer, whatever is there to cash bill issue machine, the computer calculate this amount and prints it here. Understand? So, for the sake of differentiation, what we call the three items as input variables. Let us call them as input variables, and last item can be called as output variable. All are variables only. What are variables? They are containers for storing data. All are variables, but depending on the nature, these are called input variables, this is called output variable. Input variables means what we enter, Output variables means what our program calculates. One more example I give you. You have 5 papers and you enter your marks of 5 papers, marks in 5 papers you enter. Those are input variables. For that, input variables you have to create. And what your program generates the total marks, average marks or percentage of marks, and grade. So 3 are output variables. Totally 8 variables are required. 5 you are entering because you know how many marks you got. System does not know, but your program calculates your total marks, your average marks, and your grade. And for that you have to create output variables. So now in order to write cash bill, initial step, what is required? We have to create an output variable. In this context, once again I am telling you, this part, this is called declaration section. Declaration section starts immediately after the opening brace. Now whatever variables the program uses, all those variables, regardless of their number, they should be declared. They may be input variables or they may be output variables. All of them should be declared first in the declaration section. Thereafter any other code can be written. Suppose clear screen is there, clear screen immediately after declaration section or anywhere you can write. But if you try to write clear screen in between declaration section or above the declaration section, it leads to error. Not only clear screen, any other code, immediately after opening brace you must write declaration section. That point always you remember. This is a stringent condition in C language for C programs. But if you go to advanced language like C++, Java and all that, this condition is not there. Variables can be declared anywhere throughout the program, but before they are used, they should be declared. First you declare, thereafter use, anywhere throughout the program. But in C, it is very stringent condition. In the declaration section itself, you must declare all the variables regardless of their number and their nature and regardless of the type even. Okay, that point you understand. Now output variable. If we have to declare any variable, what information you require? You require its type. What is the appropriate type for that? Number 2, what name you have to give. 2 things mainly you have to know regarding output variable, then only you can declare it. Okay. Now for that purpose, one principle is there. Now how you can arrive at amount? Just in this case, with reference to this case, you tell me how you arrive at this amount. Numbers are quantity into rate, quantity into rate. So what is the type of quantity or numbers? Int. What is the type of data type of rate? Float. So now what is the type of amount is also float. What is the principle for that? Actually anything you take, because of performing some arithmetical operations, you are getting the result. Arithmetical operations means you must understand them as either plus, minus, division, multiplication, etc. and all that. So that's why now we are mainly dealing with 2 numerical types. One is integer, second one is float. Char is not a numerical type, it represents a character. So we have to focus on int and float. So how many combinations you can form? Int versus int, this is one combination. Int versus float, this is another combination. Float versus float, this is one combination. Float versus int, another combination. Why I am writing versus, instead of writing arithmetical operation, it may be any operation. It may be plus, it may be minus, it may be division, or it may be multiplication. That's why in order to represent arithmetical operation, I am simply writing versus.